Can Nalin rework the magic? "47-year-old Nalin Kumar Katil started off as an RSS pracharak. Before joining BJP, he was a civil contractor. He made his way into the Lok Sabha for the first time in 2009. The opinions that people have about him are rather mixed. While some are not happy with him, residents in rural areas seem to have a different opinion. Interestingly, he is one of the very few MPs to have spent the entire MP LAD funds on works in his constituency. He also steers clear of controversies and does not have many challengers from within or outside the party. On the flip side, people feel that he is seldom seen in his constituency.
उन्होंने वादा किया था, मां भुवनेश्वरी की शपथ लेकर के किया था। ये ऐसे ही लोग हैं, मां भुवनेश्वरी के शपथ लेते हैं, लेकिन दूसरी मां की आरती उतारने में लग जाते हैं।
Katil, though, is focusing more on the Modi wave than his own achievements. So, do the people of Dakshina Kannada feel there is a wave in favour of the BJP prime ministerial candidate? While it seems the urban elite feel there is no Modi wave, the rural population are inclined towards the Gujarat Chief Minister and the BJP. Will Janardhan Pujari win one last time? Challenging Katil in Dakshina Kannada is multiple-time MP and former Union Minister Janardhan Pujari. With Pujari trying to stage a comeback in what could be his last elections, the fight seems to be a tough one between the two parties in the coastal constituency. Janardhan Pujari is a veteran in the Congress party. He has held several positions, as also many portfolios in different cabinets. He has won 4 times and lost 4 times. Though Janardhan Pujari faced a drubbing 4 times in the constituency, the Congress seems relatively confident. Caste-based politics seems to be the spoiler. While many claim that the BJP has always played the Hindutva card and Congress a secular card, some say that politics in Mangalore is getting messier these days. It is being said that Congress leader Janardhan Pujari is trying to woo people of various castes through his speeches. He belongs to the Billava community, which has 3 lakh voters in the Dakshina Kannada region. If that wasn't enough, he is also fighting for the rights of Brahmins and other communities in the region who are in smaller numbers. It is of the belief that the 1.3 lakh Christian voters and 3.15 Muslim voters are inclined towards a Congress to take on the BJP. BJP's Nalin Katil belongs to the Bants community, who don't add up to more than 1 lakh voters in Dakshina Kannada region. If Janardhan Pujari manages to get people to vote for him based on caste, it could go against Nalin. According to political observers, the BJP doesn't have much to claim this time around, apart from the fact that Nalin is one of the few MPs who have used the MP's funds for project work. The other factor Nalin seems to be banking on is the Modi wave. But how much of the Modi wave will make an impact on the voters? That's the big question. Another interesting observation about the Dakshina Kannada constituency is the fact that not many senior leaders from the BJP have made their presence felt there.
आज दुनिया हमारी कॉफी के लिए तरसती होती, तड़पती होती, लेकिन उन्होंने मार्केटिंग का काम नहीं किया।
Apart from Narendra Modi and Anant Kumar, senior BJP leaders have not done much campaigning in this region. On the other hand, Congress senior leaders like S.M. Krishna, Parmeshwar and Siddaramaiah have supported Janardhan Pujari. Though the Dakshina Kannada constituency enjoys the benefit of having an informed and educated voter population, it has a very traditional approach to the polls. Though it is fairly difficult to mobilize crowds in the region, the people are deep-rooted in their traditions and beliefs. Added to that, the minority communities too form a sizable population in the region. Given this scenario, we will have to see if the BJP will save face in the Lok Sabha polls, or will it be thrashed like in the assembly elections?
Now, the Udupi-Chikmagalur region in Karnataka is considered to be an open fight this election. Now, though the sitting MP from the Congress, Jayaprakash Hegde, is riding high on his previous achievements, BJP's Shobha Karandlaje is giving him a tough competition. So what exactly is the pulse of the people over there? Well, here is a special report.
It could swing anywhere in Udupi-Chikmagalur. Udupi-Chikmagalur, perhaps the only constituency which stretches from the hills to the seas. Weather, language, cuisine, culture, history, everything is so different in these two districts that it's difficult to see them as one constituency. On the political front, Udupi-Chikmagalur has always been supportive of the Congress for decades before the BJP took control, only to give it back to its rival party. This time, an interesting battle is on at the Udupi-Chikmagalur parliamentary constituency. There are 11 candidates in the fray, but the main battle is expected to be among the candidates of the Congress, BJP and Janata Dal S. But political observers say that like many others, Janata Dal S also ran in the race in this constituency. The battle of the war horses. The Congress has re-nominated its sitting MP, K. Jayaprakash Hegde, who had won the parliamentary by-poll in the constituency in 2012. After much vacillation, the BJP selected former Minister Shobha Karandlaje as its candidate. This delay gave a head start to Hegde in campaigning. The Congress candidate is focusing on his achievements as well as that of the UPA in widening national highways and paying compensation to farmers when crops were damaged. But Hegde is also facing an anti-incumbency wave as he is perceived to have been non-responsive to the problems of areca nut growers of the region.
There seems to be a tough fight between Congress candidate Jayaprakash Hegde and BJP candidate Shobha Karandlaje. And Janata Dal over the years, I think its base seems to have been eroded. And Dhananjay Kumar, of course, he has won Lok Sabha seat earlier from Mangalore, but this constituency is new for him. So the fight seems to be between Congress and BJP. Of course, AAP should yet to pick up its voter base.
Meanwhile, the BJP is focusing on the Modi wave and on national issues such as national security, foreign policy and poor handling of the economy by the UPA government. Interestingly, Shobha Karandlaje is seeking votes to see Modi as Prime Minister instead of highlighting her achievements. The former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa's return to the party could bring the Lingayat votes to the BJP in the Chikmagalur Tarikere belt. In addition to it, being a woman candidate, Karandlaje is attracting a lot of women voters.
It's a tough fight. Right now, I don't think I can be judgmental because both seem very potential. We just have to wait and see who's going to win.
People claim that the JDS's attempt is a shot in the dark as they don't have much support. The amount of Vokkaligas are quite less and only exist in Chikmagalur. For quite some time, Udupi does not have the traditional policy of voting for the Congress. It's only in Chikmagalur that the Congress has some support. In places like Karavali, it's the Hindutva image that is working for the BJP. The youth seem to be impressed by BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate Narendra Modi and are hoping for development. The only plus point for Jayaprakash Hegde is a coalition of anti-Modi that can work in his favour.
Mr. Narendra Modi had campaigned in Karnataka during assembly election also, which is a clear evidence that his magic did not work in Karnataka. So I assume because of Mr. Siddaramaya's especially 1 rupee food grain idea, it may work towards Congress and it may be favorable to Mr. Jayaprakash Hegde.
With the Congress and BJP having their own strategies in mind, it needs to be seen if they can churn out the votes. You will know on the 16th of May. A News9 report.